Workup. The workup separates the desired component of reaction mixture based on solubility by techniques including extracting and washing. Setup. To perform an extraction, you will need the following supplies: clamps, an appropriately sized separatory funnel based on the quantity of your reaction mixture, and a Teflon stopper, labeled Erlenmeyer flasks, organic and aqueous solvents, 2 funnels, a drying agent, a tared round-bottom flask, brine, and cotton. Make sure that all of your glassware has been cleaned and dried thoroughly before beginning the extraction. Ensure that the stopcock of your separatory funnel is closed and fitted with a black O-ring. Begin by quantitatively transferring your reaction mixture into the separatory funnel using the organic and aqueous solvents. Add enough of each solvent to form equal layers. Although it is not necessary to measure the exact amounts of the solvents you are adding, be sure to write down an approximated solvent portion in your notebook. It is important to determine the density of each solvent before you begin the extraction. Since the organic phase and aqueous phase are immiscible, you will be able to see 2 distinct layers. The phase that has a higher density will be the bottom layer. Place a white sheet of paper behind the separatory funnel if you cannot see the layers. In order to separate our desired organic component of the reaction mixture, we must mix the 2 layers. Place the stopper on your funnel and invert the funnel while holding the stopper in place. Vent the funnel to avoid a buildup of pressure while the layers are mixing. Close the vent. Shake and vent 3 times before allowing the layers to separate. Drain the layers into their respective flasks. The first extraction is now complete. Typically, 3 extractions are performed to ensure that you have removed all of the organic compound from the aqueous layer. To begin your next extraction, pour your aqueous layer back into the separatory funnel and add an equal amount of organic solvent. Place the stopper, invert, vent, and shake 3 times, and then allow the layers to separate. Drain each layer into their respective flasks and repeat this process 1 final time. If your extraction requires an additional aqueous wash, quantitatively transfer the combined organic phase into the separatory funnel, and wash the contents with fresh aqueous solvent. Invert, vent, and shake 3 times and separate the layers. The combined organic layers are washed with fresh aqueous solvents based on the procedure. The final wash of the organic layers is with brine or salt water. Brine helps with the drying process. Invert, vent, shake, and separate the layers. The organic layer will be dried using magnesium sulfate or sodium sulfate. Add enough drying agent until the salt no longer clumps and is free-flowing. This mixture should contain the drying agent for at least 10 minutes. Finally, you will filter the drying agent via gravity filtration into a tared and clamped round bottom flask. Use a cotton plugged funnel with a layer of drying agent. Rinse the flask and funnel generously with your extraction solvent. A post-workup TLC should now be performed to confirm the contents of your flask. Once you have confirmed the contents of your flask, it is safe to dispose of your combined aqueous layers. Now you may concentrate your compound by rotary evaporation, ensure the solvent has been fully evaporated by NMR, and weigh your product to calculate a crude yield prior to purification. Store your compound in a labeled vial when not in use.